Norway. So then I realized why Norwegians are going on a Harry tour in going to discuss about this Norwegian thing that surprised me while living here in Norway. I am currently living here in Norway for almost 3 years now, and you know, there are some of these things that surprise me about Norwegians. This is purely based on my own observation, you know, while living here in Norway, and I just want to share it with you guys. So, let's start. The first one that really surprised me is leaving the baby outside, sleeping on a cold winter. You know, I won't forget the first time I saw this barnebon, or what we call the stroller here in Norway. And it was winter. It was like outside the garden. And I heard the baby was crying on the stroller. And it was really freezing outside. And I was kind of wondering and also worried, like, what is going on? And then I saw the mother, or I think basically this is the mother. She's coming out holding a cup of coffee. I think she just like checked the baby on the stroller outside. And then after that, she get back inside. And I was like thinking, what's going on? Well, it surprised me actually. But we all knew that Norway is a safe country. People are also highly trustful. Every winter, I always saw this scenario, and I found out that, you know, it's normal. They leave their babies outside. So get used to the winter realities here in Norway from the very start. I think this is also their way to enjoy the dark, cold winter. Also, I found out it helps them to build character, and it will grow up to be a strong Norwegian. And so the second one that surprised me about Norwegian is they're eating pancakes for dinner, and they call it pannekaker. You know, unlike the other pancake, I think Norwegian pancake is more thinner than the usual. And I actually never see it on breakfast here in Norway. It's always on dinner. Or I don't know, maybe it is just me. But I think this really surprised me because this is the most unique and traditional way to serve pancakes in Norway for dinner. And they also put bacon and blueberry or strawberry jam onto the pancake, and they really enjoy it. Me too, of course. I think this is the best pancake I've ever tasted. And you know, I'm getting used to having pancake for dinner. So when you come to Norway, having pancake for dinner is normal. I can say that this is a very typical Norwegian. And the third one is Tesla everywhere. You know, I never heard of Tesla after I moved here in Norway. I guess this is the nation's favorite electric car brand, and it's very popular here in Norway. I just found out that this is the best-selling car here in Norway. I've seen a lot of Tesla everywhere, especially in Oslo, and I've heard from Norwegian that this is a good for environment. Tesla are expensive, but you know, they said you can save a lot of money on taxes, and you don't have to pay for registration fees. You also save a lot of money in your everyday life by using an electric car. Using Tesla, I think, yeah, this is very normal here in Norway. And of course, the fourth one that surprised me is the Norwegian royal family can take public transport. Imagine that for real, guys. This is the one thing that really surprised me here in Norway. And I read on the news that Norwegian royal family, including king, the queen, and prince and princess, are taking the public transport here in Norway. That is not what we are all expecting for a royal family. But I guess this is the coolest royal family you will ever met. They are very down to earth, and you know, I love the mindset of this Norwegian people. and they are often seen public. They frequently travel in public transport and the regular domestic flights. Have you ever seen a royal family doing that such thing? So royal family, you can always see them on a VIP spot, right? But you know, this region royal family, you will love them because they're quiet, get along with the public. That is another thing that surprised me. And the next one is they love the heated tour and they love being cozy. You know, I already mentioned this on my other vlog. If you want to watch it, you can check my other vlog about heated tour. Heated tour means cabin trip. You know, the first time I experienced going on a heated tour, it really surprised me because it's quite different with the rest of the world when you go on a cabin trip. And this one, it is like very Norwegian, like typical Norwegian people do this cabin trip. You go on a cabin trip in the middle of nowhere, basically on a forest, and you stay on a cottage. I'm not sure, it's like a cottage in the wild, maybe with your friends, your family, or your loved ones, or just be yourself. You just literally get cozy without electricity, internet, or even running water. You just enjoy the weather, embrace the wild, and connect with the nature. For me, it's kind of survival practices in case we go back to first century and all the technologies will begin. I think Norwegian people will be the only one left behind on earth. You should really experience this tour, this cabin trip. I always suggest this to people. If you are going to visit Norway, you have to really experience this cabin trip like the typical Norwegian do. And it's kind of, for me, once in a lifetime experience, you know. And it's a great way to connect yourself to the nature without any kind of technologies. Yeah. And the next one on the list that surprised me is what they call here the Harry Tour. So this Harry Tour means going on a trip to Sweden to buy grocery. I remember we drive to Sweden just to buy grocery, and I was kind of wondering what is the difference. It's still Scandinavia, and yeah, we drive to Sweden and then we just get there, and I was like, OMG, the price item was like triple from Norway. So then I realized why Norwegians are going on a Harry Tour in Sweden. Basically because it's more cheaper in Sweden, and you always save a lot of pennies. Seriously, I love going to Sweden. And I think every time we go on Harry Tour, our food supply lasts like 2 to 3 months. You know, the alcohol, soft drinks, meats, tobacco, everything. And of course, the sweets, chocolates, candies. You know, Norwegian people, they love it and wouldn't miss it. They always have this bucket of candies with them going back to Norway. And I was like, oh my god, good luck to your sugar, because it's a lot of candies. It's like 1 bucket of candies with sugar. And you know, that is the moment I realized that Norway is crazy expensive. That's why Harry Tour was invented. So you should really do the Harry Tour when you come here to Norway, going to the border of Sweden. And so the next one, the 7th place, is Pølse med lompe. It's almost everywhere here in Norway. So pølse is a Norwegian sausage with a thin flat bread made from potatoes and a butter, I think. And they call it lompe in Norwegian. And they're gonna put ketchup or mustard. And this is very traditional. And you will see it everywhere, like on restaurant menu, takeout, food stand, hockey game, gas station, cafeteria, supermarket aisle, and you know, camping trip. They also have this sausage. And also during weekend with friends gathering, you always have this sausage. You will even see it on Norway's Independence Day, like the 17th of May. Everyone was like eating pølse everywhere. And you know, even one time I went to a children's party, and this is the only menu they have, the pølse med lompe. And I was like, seeing those Norwegian kids was excited to get their post sa Medlompe while they were standing on the line, and each one will like so excited to get their posa. And I was really surprised because, you know, I never seen it in my life. Like, Norwegian kids are very like fond of eating posa Medlompe. And yeah, you should try the posa. It's a very traditional Norwegian food. And the next one is the Law of Janteloven. You know, the first time I heard this, I was a bit curious, and I was surprised when I read it. And I think this explains why Norwegian people are very humble and down-to-earth people. Also even call their boss by names. They have this equality, and they don't brag or they don't get jealous. I think most Norwegians are like that. And also they take it serious being appropriate. It surprised me in a way that we are living in this modern society and in this modern world. I am amazed with this Norwegian people. In spite of being a rich country, with everything they have, they are still very humble and down to earth. Thanks to Law of Janteloven. So the next thing that surprised me here in Norway is they have a very strict law on buying alcohol. You know, the first time I was buying an alcohol here in Norway, it was like way back 2017. I was in a grocery store. I saw this sign. It was in Norwegian, so I just ignored it because I don't understand it at all. The alcohol section was covered. Still, and I tried to get the beer. Just one beer, guys. And the guy working in there told me that the alcohol is only until 8 p.m. It was summer and I was kind of confused why. I didn't get my beer that day. So the next time I went there, I went earlier. I get the beer and I was about to pay the beer. Lady on the register asked for my ID and I was like wondering and left surprised about, you know, buying alcohol in Norway. And of course, I learned my lesson that Norway is super ultra restrictive in buying booze, and I just like it. I hope they gonna implement it in every country in the world. I like the strict attitude toward their alcohol sales here in Norway. And the last thing that surprised me here in Norway is midnight sun. Like a golden 24 hours of sunshine, you know. When I moved to Norway after spring, I remember that was almost summer. And the first night, I know that there will be still more sunshine because I also live in other part of Europe. There's a lot of sunshine during summer. But then I didn't realize that here in Norway, it will be like 24 hours of sunshine. So I just woke up at 3 a.m. and the sun was still high and up. I was like, oh my god, like confused if my clock is right. And I feel dizzy because I didn't get enough sleep because of so much sunshine. So that really surprised me. We all knew now that Norway called the land of the midnight sun based on its own word, and in the simplest term, it is exactly what it sounds like. The sun appearing at midnight, in the middle of the night where the sky is normally a velvety blanket of darkness. But the sun can clearly still be seen. So, you know, I've seen this one of midnight sun, and it's really magical and looks like a golden hour. Like, I was like, this is the opposite of, you know, long, cold, dark winter here in Norway. So that's why people are really waiting for summer. You can see every Norwegian, I think they're very excited about summer. So those are the Norwegian things that surprised me, and I am looking forward for discovering more of the Norwegian stuff while living here in Norway. And for those watching, and if you are living here in Norway, please feel free to share the things that surprise you about Norwegian stuff. Just comment down below and don't hesitate to share more information about Norwegian stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Nika Wanderlust. Click the like and share this video to your friends. And also click the bell button to get more updates if I uploaded a new video. So see you on my next video. Looking forward for more videos. Have a great day and thank you for watching, guys. Bye!